What's going on, guys? My name is Trevor. Welcome back to the channel. The summer movie season is officially coming to a close. I always include the summer movie season from the beginning of May to about the end of August. That's my summertime right there. Kind of like when school starts going back, that's when summer feels like it's officially wrapping up. And today we're ranking all 17 movies I watched in summer 2023. Safe to say for me, it was a pretty solid summer. We're going to rank them, place them on their proper tiers, but before we do, let me know your ranking down below in the comment section. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. With all that said, let's hop right into these tiers. Starting out with these tiers, we have top 3 of the year, we have great, we have surprising, we have disappointing, and we have bottom 3 of the summer. My top 3 will go in the top 3, my bottom 3 will go in the bottom 3. These movies are in no particular order. Besides the movie that started off the summer movie season, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Going in top 3 of the summer. This movie broke me emotionally, but also lifted my spirits up and really set the tone for summer with Dog Days Are Over. The amount of emotion felt in this movie is literally absurd. My wife was crying her absolute eyes out the entirety of this movie. It got me choked up several times, but by the end, you're just smiling, you're dancing, you're bopping your head along with the Guardians of the Galaxy. No Sleep Till Brooklyn, one of the best action scenes I've ever seen in a movie. I haven't even gone back to rewatch this one. I started to rewatch it on Disney Plus, and it was hitting me right in the feels again. I was just not ready for it, but Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Dog Days Are Over. What a perfect way to start off the summer movie season. Then we have Elemental, Pixar's Elemental. A lot of people weren't big fans of this one. It did decently well at the box office. I'm going to put this in that great tier. I love Pixar. I'm always excited for Pixar, and this is a huge win for Pixar. My wife and I saw it, and we both really enjoyed it. It's like a romantic comedy inside the Pixar universe. Maybe a story, it seems a little bit familiar with these characters in this world, and everything they created with it. It was a lot of fun. I can't wait to go out and rewatch this one. This might even be one I go and purchase on Blu-ray, which I don't do very often anymore, but I had fun. It hit me in the feels a little bit too, and overall it was just a good, fun vibe, and opposites attract, and romantic comedy in the Pixar universe, sign me up for it. Then we have Extraction 2. The action in this movie, the one takes they have, all of that is done really well. I didn't know what to expect of this one, but I had a pretty fun time watching it. Then we have Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, going in the great tier. This is one movie that when I saw it, I was in love. This might be the best movie of the year. The action in this movie is great, and Tom Cruise doing these stunts is unbelievably extraordinary. And the runtime, yes, it is a little bit long, but it really sets up a lot. We lose characters in this movie. The stakes are at an all-time high. With the villain, it seems kind of someone we've seen before, but nonetheless, it's still a great movie that I just need to go back and rewatch. Really, really do. And we have Blue Beetle going in the disappointing tier. Blue Beetle he just didn't really do it for me, unfortunately, and I was excited for this one. I thought it'd be the best DC movie of the year, and I think it wasn't the best DC movie of the year. Kind of an L year for DC movies, but Joe Maradona, he deserves better. He's a star, and I can't wait to see what this dude does next. Then we have Talk to Me. Surprising tier. Talk to Me is the best horror movie of the year, which is insane a lot because there hasn't been great horror movies, but nonetheless, Talk to Me was a fantastic horror movie that I was hooked in the entire time. I was like, dude, I would get so peer pressured into grabbing that freaking hand. And the ending, if you've seen Talk to Me, did you like the ending? A lot of people didn't. I loved it. Really, really good. Then we have Tmnt, Mutant, Mayhem, which I'm going to put in that surprising tier as well. I was expecting to enjoy this one because I love the Ninja Turtles so much, but I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I did. That's why it's going to surprising. It is a great movie. One of the best animated movies of the year, which has been a damn good year for animated movies, but this focuses on the Turtles actually being kids, not being these like adult teenage turtles. They're actual teenage mutant ninja turtles, and they really hit on that. It felt like a teenage movie, and that's what was fun. It was a fun coming of age vibe with a very good villain in Superfly voiced by Ice Cube, and just a fun movie at the movies. Saw this with one of my buddies, and we came out both like, dude, honestly, that was pretty freaking fire. So, really, really enjoyed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Mutant Mayhem. Then we have Heart of Stone. Recently watched this one. Bottom 3 of the summer. This is one of the most forgettable movies I've seen. It is a Mission Impossible wannabe. The script, everything, just how the movie starts, puts you right into some action. There's some good action in there, but right away you're like, well, I've seen this movie countless times, so bottom 3 of the summer. Then we have Gran Turismo. I loved playing this game as a kid, and the fact this is based on a true story made me, maybe I would have just played the game a little bit more if I knew I could have been a race car driver. What? Anyways, Gran Turismo is going in the top of the great tier. This is the top 5 of the year for me so far. I loved it, and it comes out to theaters worldwide this weekend. I'll take my wife to go and see it because I cannot stop gushing about this movie. And the first 20 minutes started off a little bit rocky. It started off kind of choppy. The script wasn't all that good. I was like, man, this is going to be one of those movies that I just don't enjoy. It is a crowd-pleasing movie. It's everything and more you could have wanted in a racing movie. And when racing movies are done so much, it's just great. I freaking loved it so goddamn much. Then we have Fast X going in the disappointing tier. Fast X is a movie I saw with my buddy Chris. And it was a week of my wedding. The day before, I had a bunch of family coming to town. The day of, I had a bunch of family coming to town. We snuck out, went to go see Fast X, and the way this movie ended was just absurd. And when I walked out of the theater, I said, well, that was just dumb. That was just dumb. That's what it felt like. It was just dumb. Plain old dumb. And that ending, it ended. Literally just cut to black. I don't know. They had so many characters in there, so many plot twists, so many everything, and it was just like, they lost the sauce. They're driving down the Hoover Dam, and it's exploding. I'm like, come on. You lost me just a little bit. Then we have The Little Mermaid. Saw this with my wife on our honeymoon. Going in the great tier. Really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun with this one. My wife and I, it was pouring rain in Florida. We were at Disney World for our honeymoon. So we went to Disney Springs. Went to go and check this out. And we both came out like, honestly, that was a fun, silly, cute, good live-action remake. This is one of the better live-action remakes. At the end, I almost died of laughter when you saw King Triton come out of the water. Like, it just looked a little weird. It was like, wow, that's Javier Bardem as Mermaid. That was a little crazy. But added songs were great. The animated style, like how it looks, is just beautiful. The Under the Sea song was great. And Daveed Diggs as Sebastian easily steals the show as the best part of this movie. Then we have Barbie. Barbenheimer was this summer absolutely insane. Barbie was great. My wife absolutely loved this. This is her favorite movie of the year, so that ultimately made me enjoy it that much more, because this movie is definitely not targeted for me, right? So when I went into this one, I just expected to have a fun time, and that's what I did. I had a fun time with the movies. It's a good summer movie. I'm just Ken. I'm Kanafa. It was great. Really, really great. Then we have Transformers Rise of the Beast going in that surprising tier as well. Don't get me wrong, the script is terrible. It is a pretty more cliche movie, but nonetheless, Pete Davidson as Mirage was absolutely awesome, and Anthony Ramos did a very good job as well, and this is like a return to form for Transformers movies. This is one of those movies where if you just saw with a bunch of your buddies, just went in expecting just a fun movie, that's what this movie is. You gotta take it for what it is. I was expecting something silly and dumb, and I came out really enjoying it because it was silly, it was dumb, and the Maximals, the Maximus Prime, everything is a gorilla. It was just freaking bad. The freak ass. I really, really enjoyed it. Then we have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Took the summer by storm in the beginning of June. Going in top 3 of the summer. Best animated movie of the year. One of the best comic book movies of the year. Between Spider-Verse and Guardians, it's hard to pick a favorite, but these two were just absolutely great. And Across the Spider-Verse was everything and more you could want in a sequel. I still prefer Into the Spider-Verse, but Across the Spider-Verse hits hard. I love how it's a Gwen Stacy story just as much as it is a Miles Morales story. This is one of the few movies I saw 2 times in theaters over summer, and my wife, who's not a big fan of this animation style, really gives her a headache, really enjoyed this one as well. Then we have Oppenheimer going in the top of the top 3 of the summer tier. This is my favorite movie of the year so far. One I haven't gone back to rewatch. I've had a hard time finding 3 hours to go back in theater and check it out again, but it's doing like historic numbers at the box office, over 700 million worldwide. And it's everything and more I could have wanted in this movie. And with the fact of the matter is, I wasn't even all that excited for it. It was one of my anticipated movies of the summer, but not one of my most anticipated movies of the summer. I was like, why is this coming out over summer? A 3-hour-long historical biopic. Shouldn't this come out in like November time? And I was biting my tongue by the end of it because I was engaged throughout everyone. This conversation, the dialogue, and how they filmed this movie. It was Christopher Nolan at his finest. Robert Downey Jr. given the Oscar for supporting actor and nominated this movie at least 12 times because it's everything and more I wanted. One of my favorite Christopher Nolan movies and my favorite movie of the year so far. Then we have White Man Can't Jump. This came out on Hulu starring Jack Harlow. Surprising movie. I have not seen the original, but for this remake, I was not expecting much, and I watched this on my honeymoon as well as at night one time, and I was laughing, I was having fun, and it was just a good, fun movie, and I really, really love basketball, so and that's why I enjoyed this one. It made me want to go to the gym and see if I could win money. I wouldn't. I'm terrible at basketball, but I love it. I love it a lot. Then we have The Flash. bottom 3 of the summer. It can go in the disappointing tier as well, but The Flash, one of those movies that really worked for the first 2 acts, and the third act fell off so hard that it made me really just not enjoy this movie whatsoever. One of my least favorites of the year, and it's kind of sad because I was really excited for this one, and it just seamlessly fell through the cracks and ended up not enjoying this one whatsoever. I mean, just how is this setting up the future of DC? What is this state of DC? No one freaking knows. Let me know your ranking of every summer movie you've seen down below in the comments section. What was the best and what was the worst? Let me know down below. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me, and I'll see you in the next one.